No, well, I'll maybe loop back to a thread which I'd love you to pick up on. Because again, the word honesty comes up. You were talking about like really being honest with how we are in any given moment, really being honest about, what are the thoughts? What am I feeling? What's the need underneath that? And this is what you sort of trained in the nonviolent communication. And I'm thinking about the theme for this course, trusting the heart, and how important it is to really get in touch with our true needs or our true desires. And I think, particularly in sort of spiritual or pseudo-spiritual worlds, there can be a real skimming over that to try to get somewhere that we're not, to try to be someone that we're actually not in this moment. And so there can feel like this huge gap, between where we are right now, like you said, the jealousy or the anger or whatever these feelings that we all have as humans, there can just feel like there's this huge gap between that and what we think we want, or how we're supposed to be.
Yeah, so I'll pick up on
Yeah.
that. That's a really, there's a term for it called spiritual bypassing, and I think it's well worth researching a little bit in that. It's like if we tell ourselves we shouldn't have the feelings that we're having, and we try to be something other than we're not, it can really deny what's most alive in our heart, what's really calling to be heard and seen and witnessed by ourselves more than anybody else. And it's that quality of self-acceptance, loving kindness to ourselves, to know that, what is coming up in us? Can we hold ourselves closely? One of the things, jealousy is such a difficult emotion to be with. It's such a powerful, you think you're over it and then suddenly it's here again. And it's not the only it's not the only emotion that's hard to be with, but it was one that I found was a great teacher. And one of the practices I used, and you've probably come across this, Peter Levine, the trauma specialist, used this particular hold, and it's one that I found really helpful. You place your right hand under your left arm and then your left hand around your right shoulder. It really I just love this sense of holding one's body and the sense of calm. And what I find is when I self-regulate, I've got a lot greater capacity to be honest. It's like I soothe myself, I calm myself, then I get to be honest. What is it I'm really yearning for here? What is it I really want? And trusting the heart is such a great tool when we can find our true way, the true heart, because sometimes desires are funny. We can think, I'm going to follow my heart. Actually, it's more like the mind or the desire that's guiding. And I say that with joy because I've done it plenty of times, I'm not going to be critical here, but it's really important to hold close to, and what's beneath that? Can I really connect with the needs that are behind that? So then I can make some really conscious choices or awareness of where I'm going forward.